Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today I've got for you a replay in my Object 907. Fastly? That's not even a word, Max. That's a very good start to a video, making up crap English. What? No, or is it a word? Okay, you just got the dumb end of the stick today, apparently. Anyway, the Object 907, which is rapidly, we're going to go with a different one, becoming my most played tank in the game. I'm now over 800 games played in this thing. And today I've got a replay for you on what's this map called? Ghost Town. And as you can see, I've taken a very aggressive position. And that's due to the fact that if you look at the team lists, we've got a tier 10 game, obviously, because I'm in a tier 10. But there's 6 tier 10s and 9 tier 9s. So, a decent matchup. Not the best you can get, but definitely not the worst you can get. But if you have a look, I don't actually have any tier 10 heavies against me, which is nice. Which means that coming into the town pretty much means that I'm going to be top dog, as this Type 4 is about to find out, and not in a good way. My heat rounds hurt. And quite honestly, like, I just completely out DPM him. I don't actually know how. Oh, I see it hit his roof. It didn't hit the front of his cupola or his turret. And yeah, obviously, my 907. Any of you who have stuck around for a long time, my 907 is set up pretty much pure DPM, and I think I've got nearly 4,000 DPM. So when anything really tries to come near me, it just doesn't really work if it has low DPM. For example, a Type 4 heavy, especially when it the thing going up against you has nice flat armor plates that you can shoot heat straight through. And that's the reason I decided to come into the town, because I was like, there's no tier 10 heavies. Tier 10 heavies is the only thing that really, in a full-on brawling situation, give the 907 any kind of difficulty. Things like 260, 277 if they're being played well, or you know, things with more armor. E100s these days are slightly more tricky if they're being played well, because they've had that turret armor buff, which is really annoying, because you can't just fire heat straight through the turret now. But because there was no tier 10 heavies, there was only tier 9 heavies, I went, you know what, I'm going to be ridiculously aggressive, go into that position and try and catch. The only real heavy tanks they had were the 5100 and the Type 4 that I killed. We now come over to the side, and I'm actually starting to loose a load of rounds off into this E50M and Object 2684. Again, in my 907, if you pay any attention, I don't know why I fired that shot. He was already dead, Max, you idiot. I actually take more heat rounds than I do APCR. Not by much. I think my loadout is 20-24-1. And the reason for this is firing a load of heat and everything like that. Everyone always complains, oh no, you're gold spamming. But a lot of the time, when you're in a 907, when you're in stuff like that, it's everyone fires gold back at you. So there's no point taking the moral high ground and being like, oh, I'm not going to fire gold because I'm a good boy, and just ending up with gold being fired at you. Look, example, that E50, fire an APCR straight back at me. So I'm like, you know what, screw it, I don't really actually care what people think. I'm just going to fire gold when I need to. And because you're a tier 10, and you go into those matchups where you have, you know, 5, 6 tier 10 heavies on each team, and you need premium rounds to go through it. So it's just kind of like, screw it, take the gold, ask questions later. Now, the more observant of you may have noticed that I have a couple of extra bits and bobs hanging around my replays at the moment, and that's because I've actually installed Aslan's mod pack. So I've got a WN8 counter in the top, just to kind of give me a rough idea of what's going on. I've got 3 Mark mod, which is probably the only mod before I did this that I've actually had since about 2015. Look at this shot. I've noticed so many shots are doing that recently. Shooting flush sides of tanks and going really low and doing tracks only damage. I thought the Leopard PTA was going to pop up again at the end there so I could get one more shot. And I thought, oh, screw it, I'll fire it blind, see what happens. But yeah, I also have the hit points mod. So each team, you can see what the hit points are like. And that's actually quite handy in this game, for example. Because in a normal game, without the hit point mod, you'd think, shit, we're 5-10 down. We're really, really, really in trouble here. Yes, we've lost all of our arty, but... you know, arty is peppering me at this point. So, you know, I would usually be thinking, crap, I need to sit right at the back, etc., etc. But I know, having the fact that we're only, I do this in inverted commas, only 3,000 hit points down, it's not as bad as sometimes when you're 5-10 down, you're nearly like 10,000 hit points down. So I know that I can still bring this back. Also, another mod that I have installed is free camera for replays, which is nice. Just means that I can get shots for like when I do the like thumbnails and stuff a little bit easier, rather than having to try and find a favourable hill. And oh, holy, I went full code brown at this point. Oh god, there's two grills, and fortunately both of them bounced. I'm not gonna say that was any kind of skill there. That was pure 100% luck. And it's at this point I decide, yeah, that's probably, even though I'm in a 907, that's probably a bit much even for me. 51-20 comes around the corner, I hit him, and he tracks and damages me. I'm like, oh god, move forward. I repair my tracks, just see fires again, tracks and damage. Third one, tracks only. Arty chirps up, gets involved. I repair my tracks, and I get out on 40 hit points. Which, I'm not going to lie, is not as many as I would like. However, it's more than I need. Because, yeah. But yeah, so we've evened things up a little bit now. Picked up a couple of kills there. I picked up the kill on the, what was it, the UDES 16. And I think my team killed a couple of guys. I did not expect the grills. It's something that I did not expect both to appear at the same time. Because they're not even in a platoon either. It was just pure dumb luck that they appeared out of nowhere. And again, I spot the grill, but unfortunately he spots me, and that's something you've got to be very, very careful of in late game situations, especially like this. The hit points have massively evened up now, the kills have massively evened up, and if anything, we're have an advantage, because their only tanks they've got left are arty, and their tank with the most hit points is their grill, who's on like 1500 still. But the fact that that grill just caught a glimpse of me, you instantly, as soon as you get spotted in that situation where there's not many of your friendly tanks left, you have to think, I've got 3 artillery looking straight at me. And you have to move instantly, because you've got to think, I'm unlucky, arty was exactly pre-aimed where I was, and I've only got like 2 or 3 seconds before he fires, so you've got to move instantly. Again, this game I got very lucky. 50-20 bounced off me twice. I don't actually know where he bounced off me. Again, another mod I do actually have installed at the minute is the what's it called? What am I trying to say? Battle hits. So after the game I can see where things bounced off me, where I penned shots and stuff like that. I didn't actually look at it after this game. Look at that shot, man. Oh, no. Fired pretty much fully aimed, and it just tracks only arty. That one as well. Full front of a grill, and it goes tracks only. I try and hit the grill as much as I can before I turn my attention to the arty, because obviously the grill is more likely to give us issues. But I do finish off arty because he is more likely to give me issues, because I'm on 40 health. I'm still feeling fairly confident at this point. I mean, RE75 is on 1700 hit points. Between me and the Leopard, we're pretty much being held together with duct tape and skewers at this point. I load my one and only HE shell that I have in this tank, and oh look, an arty appeared. Aim for the superstructure, finish him off, roll for 450. What is the actual HE damage? 420, so I actually got a very nice HE roll on that arty there. But unfortunately for me, no flies on that grill. He knows what's going on. He aims at me, finishes me off, and yeah, unfortunately, that is all she wrote. I'm going to go back so you can see my tank and not an E75. The E75 does end up winning that game, or the Leopard won that game. I can't remember who. Oh, God. Oh, God, that's so bugged. Oh. That's gone well. No idea. Anyway, yeah, that's the 907. One of the main reasons I've put this video up, to be honest, is because a lot more people have got the 907 recently, obviously, from the campaign. So I kind of wanted to put something up. This was an ace, so obviously, you know, I'm going to put a nice title of how to ace the 907 or something like that, because yeah, why not? It's also, I think this is a lower ace in the 907. I mean, it's still definitely not a bad game, but 6,700 damage and 6 kills in a tier 9 game is probably towards the lower end, I would say. Upper end, well, there's no upper end, but I'd probably say like a comfortable ace is 8k, if not more. But I don't know the skill of the players who have got the 907 at the minute, and obviously I know a lot of the good players are playing the Caro, the new tier 10 boy. So yeah, that is the Object 907. If any of you have only just got the tank, then let me know. I'll be interested to see if anybody picked it up after this campaign. If any of you got the Caro, be sure to let me know about that as well. If you're new to the channel and you like what you've seen so far, excluding the poor English at the start, even though I am English, but ignore that. Let's not get bogged down in that. Then please consider subscribing. Make sure, guys, you've got notifications turned on. I'm trying to upload a lot more regularly. And make sure as well that you head on over to my Twitch channel, because I stream every Sunday and Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Make sure you go over there, try and catch hold of the stream. Or if not, you can always catch up on the VODs afterwards if you're not around. But yeah, let's go take a very quick look at the post-game stats. So there we go, guys. Post-game stats real quick for you. So we did 6,758 damage. Like I said, it wasn't ace, fortunately. We did I forgot about the 2,000 assisted damage. That probably also helped a little bit. And also 6 kills, which is quite nice. We got a Dimitri's medal for killing 3 SPGs in one game with that nice high roll with the HE shell at the end on the M5355. High caliber, tank sniper, and a top gun as well. I think the tank sniper I don't actually remember sniping that much. It must have been at the E50 and caused the highest damage at a distance of 300 meters, fire at least 8 shots. Accuracy must be 85% in the battle. Yeah, I would assume that was probably just at the shots at the E50 then, because I can't actually think when I shot things any further away than that. But yeah, we did come top on the team on damage, which is very nice. That Leopard as well had a pretty good game, but other than that, it wasn't particularly great in terms of my team. Probably shows why we were down so much at that point. 1,394 base XP, which, like I said, I think is towards the lower end of an ace on a 907. So if you've just got the 907, this is kind of the game you're aiming for if you want to ace it. We fired 35 shots, hit 30 and pen 24. Not too shabby. Obviously, you have your standard shots that just donk. Like I said, that shell on the Leopard that just disappeared for whatever reason. The shell at the front of the grill that just went nope. The shell on the T92 that just went nope. So, who knows. Lost a massive amount of credits, but I don't play the 907 to make credits. I play it to play well, to have good games, which means I use proven consumables. Like, every game I go into in the 907 pretty much costs me, I think it's 80,000 credits or 60,000 credits or something like that. For a repair kit, first aid kit, premium consumable, and a firefighting directive, which I ran out of. So, yes, it's not a cheap tank for me to play, we'll just put it that way. And obviously when you fire a load of premium rounds as well, it becomes even less nice for you, and you just bleed credits. And I need to play about 6 games in premium tanks after I play a night in the 907, because otherwise I just hemorrhage credits. But it's all good fun. I love playing the tank, even though it does frustrate me at times. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said before, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Make sure you go check out my Twitch channel as well. I'll be streaming on Wednesdays and Sundays 8 o'clock UK time. I don't know what that is. UTC, GMT, BBC. I don't know. One or the other. Make sure you head over there and give me a follow as well, so you know when I'm streaming. Notifications on are always the best way to know when I'm uploading, when I'm streaming, all of that good shebang. YouTube crap, load of bollocks stuff. And other than that, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.